Hi, this is Karthik and Mani. I'm the co-founder and CEO at Zenbridge. In this video, we're going to talk about how to convert EDI to API and vice versa. Basically, how to send and receive EDI using API. Now, if you're an API developer who's not really familiar with EDI, or if you've been using an EDI service provider and you're really frustrated with them, then this video is definitely for you. We'll first take a look at the problems with EDI. Most of it boils down to the fact that EDI is pre-internet. This is reflected in its design. It is complex by design, and when you look at EDI specifications or when you try to understand the standards, it is really daunting. The learning curve is pretty steep there. Now, especially if you are an API developer who's used to the world of APIs, then it's going to look totally alien to you. There's nothing like it that you can really associate with. And to add to these problems, there are no tool sets for API developers to carry out EDI integrations. Sure, there are tool sets for EDI experts, but if you are an API developer, then there are not many mature tool sets in the market that lets you carry out EDI integrations. The other problem is that EDI in general has been plagued by legacy service providers. Now, these service providers take care of things end to end. However, they usually take anywhere between 3 to 5 months to finish an EDI integration project. In fact, most of them are frustratingly slow. A friend of mine who is in the warehousing business, he used to joke that it would just take him few weeks to put together a warehouse, but it would take him a few months to put together an EDI integration project. So that's how slow some of these companies are. Now, the other problem with going with a legacy with a EDI service provider is it's almost like getting into a black hole. Most of these service providers they don't have API. What this means is there is no way for you to get access to your EDI data to build out any reports or automations. So, once you choose them, it's almost like a black hole. Now, the solution to these problems is to complement EDI with API. Now, EDIs are old, however, they are not going to go away anytime soon. So, hoping that they're going to go away is not really a way to solve these problems. The obvious solution here is to complement EDI with API. And we'll list down the reasons. We'll go one by one. The first thing is APIs are really good at abstracting away complexities. I'll give you a good example. Let's take the case of GPS. There's a lot of complex calculations behind finding someone's current location. But developers don't have to go through all of that in order to find a user's current location. All they have to do is fire an API call. As long as they have the permission to do so, and they can get a user's current location. So similarly, though EDIs are complex, all that complexity doesn't really have to stare down on developers. It really could be abstracted away using API. Now, this also eliminates the need to set up EDI infrastructure. So you don't have to go through, buying EDI software or buying mapping tools, things like that. If you have in-house API development capability, you're all set. You're good to go. Now, this lets you definitely save a lot of time, and of course, it saves a lot of cost for your company. Now, here's an interesting one. If you come from an API development background, I'm sure you would understand that the API tool sets out there in the market, even the free ones, are really mature. And let's begin with API documentation, API development, testing, management and monitoring. There are so many tool sets out there that really makes the developer experience very smooth. We have tools like Swagger. Now, on the other hand, with EDI development, it is definitely not as sophisticated as EDI development is. I'll cite an example. People still share EDI documentations as Word docs, and there's a lot of manual back and forth communications. In most cases, I've not even seen a sandbox environment for testing. So it's really a shame that the developer experience in the EDA world is still broken, and it's no match when you compare it with how API integrations are carried. That is why it's our experience that when we use APIs to carry out ED integrations, we are much faster. We can do integrations in a matter of just a couple of weeks, and it doesn't take months for us to carry out ED integrations. The third thing is APIs by design are capable of rejecting a request. Now, what this means is when you send bad data to your trading partner or the other way around, API servers could reject the request. On the other hand, with EDIs, the way it works is you might send invalid information or non-compliant EDI to your trading partner, but they would only find about it when they process the EDI file. And then they would in turn get back to you with another EDI file that notifies you of all the issues. So this does result in a lot of disagreements and chargebacks, and a lot of time and effort is lost in just debugging and course correcting. With API, you would in real time know that you are sending a non-compliant request and it gets rejected by the API server. So it does save a lot of time, and especially in case of retail and supermarkets, it results in elimination of chargebacks. And the final one is once you have API to access your EDI data, you could integrate it with your reports and build automations. So it does result in greater visibility and efficiency. So if you have an in-house custom software that you guys are using and you would like to have EDI capability, then all you have to do is just send API calls to our platform, and you're good to go. So we have written a white paper on this, and there's also a Forbes article written by us. I will put the link to these two, the white paper and the article, in the description. Please read it when you get the time, and we'd love to know what you think. Now, we launched Zenbridge last year, and it's an EDI as an API platform. So basically, it's a cloud platform to send and receive EDIs using easy to use API. We'll take a look at how it works. We'll look at sending first. So we have your company on the left. We have your trading partner on the right. I've just listed a few examples here. And we have the platform in the middle. We'll take a look at how sending works. So let's say you have to send a purchase order to your trading partner. All you have to do is fire a JSON request to our platform. We will validate your request against your partner's compliance requirements. If everything is fine, that gets converted into EDI and gets sent to your partner. But if you are sending a non-compliant request, we immediately reject your request, so you could course correct yourself. So that's how sending works. As far as receiving goes, so when you sign up with the platform, you get a yes to mailbox. Basically, this is the connection to which your partners should be sending EDI files. So when we receive EDI files on your behalf, what we'll do is we will now validate their EDI files against your compliance requirements. And if everything is fine, that gets converted into a JSON and gets into your callback URI. So we have ways to set up webhooks on the platform, so that's how you achieve it. So that's how the platform works on a very high level. Now, who can use Zenbridge? Well, if you are into retail and if you're dealing with supermarkets, most of these retailers and supermarkets do mandate that you have EDI capability. So each of these companies, they have their own very specific compliance requirements. All these requirements are abstracted with our API, so all you have to do is read our API doc, fire the request, and you're good to go. You don't really have to sit and understand the compliance requirements. Those are all taken care by the API. So when you send a non-compliant request, you're going to know. So it does save a lot of time. If you're into transportation and logistics, customers do expect you to be EDI capable because they need the visibility, and in a lot of cases they expect total automation in order to be very efficient. So if you're into transportation or logistics, definitely you can use our platform. And some of our customers, they, while most of them do purchase software that is readily out there, some of them do build their own custom in-house solutions. And also a lot of the companies that are our customers, they also build a lot of custom automation processes. So if you are into a lot of custom development, then but you need EDI capability, then you could definitely use our platform. All you have to do is send API requests. You just need to have API development as a skill set, and you're good to go. As far as features go, so we are ready to connect with all major US retailers and supermarkets. Basically what this means is we have the EDI specifications of all these companies configured on the platform, and these specifications are generated as or available as API documentation. So all you have to do is read the API doc, understand how to make the request, and understand the response, and you can basically you can send and receive complaint EDI with these companies. And like we spoke earlier, it has, because we are a API centric platform, we have real-time complaints validation, meaning you would never send incorrect data to your partner, and you would never receive incorrect data from your partner. So it does result in elimination of a lot of chargebacks and disagreements and manual communication with your partner, that's for sure. And we are the only platform that could convert all documents of both X12 EDI standard and EDIFACT standard into API. This is across all the versions. So X12 and EDIFACT are two different EDI standards. X12 is used primarily in North America, while EDIFACT is used in Europe. So if you have trading partners across the globe, you're good to connect with them through our platform. And we have dashboard for different stakeholders, meaning, so let's say when you receive a purchase order from your trading partner, we format that purchase order in a neat manner, just like how it would look inside an ERP. So your operations team could make sense out of it, while your developers could look at the JSON version of it, or they can actually look at the raw EDI file in case they have to debug something. So we have different views for different stakeholders. And coming to the pricing, it's pretty simple. There are just two parameters taken into account for our pricing. We basically have a tiered pricing model. The smallest plan is the seed. It lets you transact up to 5,000 transactions in a month, and it lets you connect with 3 partners in a month. There is no one-time fee, or there is no yearly license. Just sign up with us. All you have to do is just pay us the monthly fee. And if you don't fit into any of the category you're seeing, we're definitely happy to work out a custom pricing. So that's it. And please do visit our website and schedule a demo with us. We'd love to show you what we've got. Thanks a lot for your time, and take care.